the stalls. Foulard burst out well. Major Jumbo flying pursuit in company with Growl on the near side. Over on the far side, Dreamfield's right to the fore in company as well with racing just behind them, undrafted. Ice Age is crossing over there. So Major Jumbo leads flying pursuit on the near side with Lancelot Dulac, then Brian the Snail, Ultimate Avenue. Behind these, pushed along towards the near side group is Silent Echo. Dreamfield, Ice Age, Foulard lead over there in company as well with Sir Robert Cheval, who's not too far away. Undrafted comes next. George Bowen, the grey on the far side group in company with Bacchus and Tommy Taylor. Tis Marvellous comes next, just ahead of Upstaging. Midfield in that group is Mr. Lupton at this stage. George Bowen trying to improve. Intersaab towards the back of it as they race it on down past halfway in the Wokingham. Dreamfield in command over on the far side with Bacchus. Then Foulard. Mr. Lupton trying to stay on with Tommy Taylor. Tis Marvellous. Reckless Endeavour. Major Jumbo still there on the near side with Ice Age and Sir Robert Cheval still leading them a merry dance. Dreamfield, but now being taken on by Bacchus, who's trying to spoil the party. Bacchus coming at Dreamfield, who still has the lead. Major Jumbo, the grey, in third place. Then Tis Marvellous. Dreamfield with Bacchus, a persistent challenger. Bacchus for the bookmakers. Dreamfield for the punters. Bacchus wearing him down. Bacchus won the Wokingham from Dreamfield. Major Jumbo, Tis Marvellous, Silent Echo. George Bowen, Gilgamesh was next from Spring Loaded. Then behind these was in midfield Mr. Lupton. And Brian the Snail never showed, neither did Foulard. And they trail all the way back to the likes of Flying Pursuit. Only two really mattered inside the final 50 yards. Bacchus was gnawing away at Dreamfield all the way to the line. Has got up to win by about a neck or so. Bacchus beats Dreamfield, tight for third. Major Jumbo is just third, I think, ahead of Tis Marvellous. Those that pay extra places will be paying out on Silent Echo. A Gilgamesh in sixth. George Bowen, big run there in seventh place. Mr. Lupton, and over on the far side, Spring Loaded. They're the first 9 or 10 home in the Wokingham. Punters held sway with Dreamfield for the majority of the race, but Bacchus has given Jim Crowley a second winner of the week, and it's the bookmakers who'll be raising their glasses tonight to Bacchus.
Yeah, well done, Richard. That really was Bacchus for the bookmakers. If you were on the favourite, which I'm sure loads of you were around the country, he's swinging here in the Godolphin colours with the white cap. But here comes Bacchus, Francesca, for Brian Meehan. This is a serious bit of training.
It was very nearly gamble landed, wasn't it, for Dreamfield? John Gosden was wary before the race, and he had it in his command for most of it, but just here Bacchus was starting to get the upper hand, and he managed to take the race, and off the back of a 260-day absence, 8 months off the track. That is some training performance from Brian Meehan, and a second win on the week for jockey Jim Crowley.
Confirmed the first four. Bacchus won it at 33-1. Dreamfield second at 2-1. Imagine the oh-no's all round the country as Bacchus loomed. Major Jumbo ran a big race in third at 22-1. Tis Marvellous fourth at 20s.
I would see the head-on, and I'm sure John Gosden's fears maybe came to fruition here with Dreamfield. I think he was undone by his inexperience. He's edged left the whole way across the track. He's taken the eventual winner with him. If he keeps straight, it may well have been a different result.
Yeah, 8 and 16 they were drawn, 8 and 16, and he's just come across through an experience to come and get him. Brian Meehan actually ran Bacchus in the Jersey last year behind La Bravido, so he's always held him in high regard.
Number 2 on the week, Rishi, for Jim Crowley.
Yeah, and both, Ed, on the same 6 furlong straight course here at Ascot. Jim, it's proved a real money spinner for you this week.
It's been great. You know, fair play to Brian Meehan. Horse has been off 260 days. To come back and win the Wokingham is a hell of a training performance, and tough horse. So the race planned out perfect for him.
You say it panned out perfectly. Obviously, Dreamfield was scorching away on the far side, but then he came over towards your side. Did that help your horse with that target to aim at?
It was perfect. Obviously, Brian did say once to me, he said he just wouldn't want to be in front too soon. And when I saw Dreamfield carry me along like that, it was just, I rode him to beat him then, and it worked out great.
Okay, how'd you sum up your week so far?
It's got a lot better.
And just a quick word with Prakash, who's from India, who was going crazy when they hit the line. How much did this mean to you?
Very nice horse. My all time is every year I win this horse is the first race starting season. Yeah, last year in the Newbury, yes, and this year is the first time run in the Royal Ascot. So I'm really very happy.
Well, you deserve it. Well done to you all. Congratulations.
Hugs all round here in the winners' enclosure with the winning owners and the winning trainers. Winning trainer Giles, firstly, your reaction to that?
Oh, absolutely delighted, obviously. A fantastic run. We've kept him literally wrapped in cotton wool for 250 days. And I'd just like to say, you know, so many thanks to Brian, the entire team at Manton. We knew what we had, but we just had to keep him right. And they've done an amazing job. And well, as you see on, you know, I'm just
speechless.
Some
more words from you, Brian, because that is some training performance from you.
Yeah, no, look, delighted. You know, he's a stunning horse. He's a real all-yard favourite. I mean, he's not that young. He's got a huge future ahead of him. Although Jim was masterclass on him. Delighted for the guys. They are like massive supporters, and it's tremendous. It's a royal winner.
And David, you couldn't quite believe it crossing the line, could you?
Couldn't believe it. A little bit extra interest for me. I bred the creature at home, so absolutely fantastic story. Brian's done a great job. The lads are loonies, as you can see, and it's a little bit more exciting when some of the big syndicates win, that's for sure.
We'll walk over just one question. Can you just give us an insight into what the party will be like tonight?
Well, if we can remember it tomorrow, it won't work very well, will it?
Enjoy it.
Thank you very much. Lovely to hear.
Bacchus, as I'm sure you'll know at home, is the Greek god of wine. I'm sure at Manton tonight a few glasses will be raised. Bacchus wins the Wokingham. John Gosden said any backers at Dreamfield at 2-1 were clowns. We'll look at the replay in a minute. The head-on will be revealing, because they came quite a way across the track. But I'm sure you had a few each-way bets and so on. Let's confirm that result.
You have no idea the pain this feels. There are some terrible, terrible things going on in the world. Add the defeat of Dreamfield to them. The 2-1 favourite from the ecstasy of Merchant Navy to the agony of Dreamfield. I have just died a death in the ring. Bacchus, though, congratulations to Connections. It's an awesome comeback at 33-1. They clearly did all fancy it so strongly it went off a double carpet. Dreamfield 2-1 favourite, smashed up, not just today, for days and weeks. Dreamfield. Ugh. Major Jumbo at 22, Tis Marvellous at 20, Silent Echo at 20. Thank goodness there aren't 6 days of Royal Ascot. It will take weeks to get over Dreamfield.
But chappers, cheer up, there is good news. Opening show this morning, I was watching, you were very keen, as we know, on Merchant Navy, and your wardrobe, which this week has been questionable, is going to improve.
Thankfully, Matt Chapman's wardrobe is going to improve, because he saw Tom Magner earlier on this week, who's in the ownership of Merchant Navy, and Tom gave him a pretty good nudge towards Merchant Navy, and Chapman was admiring his waistcoat at the time, an emerald green waistcoat apparently, and Tom said if Merchant Navy wins, he will give Matt Chapman one of those waistcoats.
Good news for all of us. That one on day one, chappers, that can go. Well done for tipping that horse this morning. The opening show back on Saturday, 9:30. As we head to Newcastle Friday evening. Here's the head-on. Watch the white cap, Dreamfield, Kevin.
He's gone all the way across it. He's gone across very far, but also notice he's taking the eventual winner with him. I don't think there was ever any contact, or even if we got close to contact, but if, we'll say, Dreamfield had held on by a nose, it would have been an interesting Stewart's inquiry, because he's certainly intimidated him across with him.
Could that drift across the track have cost him the race, the extra ground he covered by drifting?
Well, it's cost him ground. It might not have cost him as much as you think. We'll get the old Pythagoras theorem out in a second to figure it out. But
it
certainly cost him ground. And like John Gosden was saying, this was only the fourth run of his life, and perhaps that toll, coming up the middle of the straight by himself, big crowds and everything else, and he just went left for whatever reason. And that's something that hopefully, with a bit of experience, we won't see a repeat of.
And that Eddie Greatrex jockey cap just shows you the quick decisions. You really are making split second decisions in a big field like that.
Yeah,
no room at all.
And Gilgamesh there running a big race for George Scott there. He was sort of toying between that race and the Royal Hunt Cup, and he thought at least over 6 of the Wokingham he'd hit the line strong. He's run a real big race.
The big race today was the Diamond Jubilee, and there literally was drama from the moment they were in the paddock.